Hi there, I'm Sean Dillman. If you're a lawyer, paralegal, or legal assistant, stay tuned. In this short course preview, I'll be discussing how to use cloud computing and access controls in legal practice. Before I continue, please note that it's your responsibility to know what rules apply in your jurisdiction regarding protecting confidential client data and preventing it from leaving your jurisdiction. If you're uncertain about if or how any such rules may apply to you, I suggest that you confer with colleagues or a practice advisor. If you're interested in knowing which specific tools I recommend, please get in touch with me. By keeping data on secure cloud servers, controls can be set which govern how systems are accessed and by whom. These systems can be separated into different kinds of shares, depending on what levels of control and access are required. For small to medium-sized law firms, I would recommend using two shares, a management share and an office share. Whereas the management share data is to be accessed only by select people in the office share data can be accessed by everyone in the office, staff, lawyers, and managers alike. Further, you may wish to grant access to certain areas of the shares, to contractors, such as remote assistants, and clients who may need to send or receive large amounts of data which exceed email attachment limits. The office share should be the main area where your client data is stored. It will be visible and accessible to staff and lawyers because they'll need to access that data to do their work. Conversely, the management share should be where you keep all of your data relating to the management of the office. It should be visible and accessible only to certain users, such as yourself, and possibly shared areas for your accountant or bookkeeper. In general, the structure of any given share will look something like this. As you can see, the system is a series of folders, which are organized and nested based on their names and content. Whereas folders and subfolders closer to the top level or root directory use descriptive and intuitive names to keep related data grouped together and make the organizational structure easy to understand, files and subfolders at the lowest levels are named using the internal and external use convention that I've already discussed in another lesson. For example, if you were a sole practitioner named Joe Cruz and you were sending a letter to a client named Chris Stewart about a motor vehicle collision, it may be stored at the following location. Conversely, information about your firm's payroll records, something that only you and other managers should be seeing, may be stored at the following location. Higher level folders should be given descriptive and intuitive names to keep related folders grouped together. For example, if you ran a general practice that was made up of 4 different areas, I would recommend that the folders be named something like Clients Corporate, Clients Estate, Clients General, and Clients Litigation. If the folders were instead named Corporate Clients, Estate Clients, General Clients, and Litigation Clients, the folders would appear as follows. As you can see, the folders for the client matters are not grouped together, and the Corporate and Estate Clients folders are separated from the General and Litigation Clients folders. By using the word client as the first word in the name of each folder, folders for client matters are kept together. In general, the office share should contain whatever folders and subfolders are necessary for you and your staff to operate your practice. Conversely, the management share should contain specific folders relating to the business management of your practice. It's ultimately up to you to decide what folders and subfolders need to be in place, and this will be unique for every practice. To enjoy the greater functionality of being able to remotely access data and share data with certain individuals, I recommend using the shares in conjunction with cloud-based services. By using cloud-based services, you and your colleagues can enjoy even greater access to your computer systems, including your network, email, and other applications. With the right service and software providers, the access will be almost seamless, in and out of the office. Further, cloud-based services also offer benefits around security, backups, and redundancy. The cloud subscription service that I use is protected by security policies designed to secure my data and connections. Further, my data exists on the cloud and on local devices, PCs, and laptops. If my data on the cloud was lost, I would have my data on my local devices. If my local devices were ever lost, for example, as a result of fire or theft, I'd still have my data on the cloud. If you're not using shares or cloud computing in your practice, I highly recommend that you start now. Although configuring a multi-share cloud computing system takes some planning, it's relatively simple to achieve and easy to use once it's set up. To me, the benefit it offers makes it more than worth it, as it opens up a world of possibilities with respect to working remotely, outsourcing work, maintaining security, and having better, more organized file structures and backups. Thank you for watching. I hope that I was able to provide you with some useful information that you can put into use today. If you liked this video and found it to be helpful, please comment below, leave a like, and subscribe to this channel. For more information about me and the full version of this course, please use the below link to visit me at my website.